All right, so now let's go ahead and create the um, product controller. So I gotta come here. Great, and this is the function here. So let's just get rid of what we have here. Now from the body of this request, we're expecting some data. So I'll just destructure that data so that it's easily accessible. That's going to be equal to request.body. So what are the pieces of data we're expecting? Well, we expect the product to have a name, to have an SKU. It's okay. It's gonna have a category. It's also going to have a quantity, then a price, then I think then a description. The only thing that I don't want to be compulsory when I'm creating the product is the product image. So that's why I'll just leave that one out for now. Now let's start by validating our requests. So let me just add a comment here and say validation. And here I'm going to add an if statement. So I want to check if those parameters exist in the request. So I'll say if there is no name or there is no category or there is no quantity. What else? Oh, sorry, it's not a comma, it's or there is no price. I think there is one more, description. Okay, or there is no description. Yeah, so if we don't have any of these items, I just want to throw an error. So I'll say response.status and I'll just say 400 bad request, and then I'll just throw a new error. So throw new error, and here I'll just say please fill in all fields. Please fill in all fields. Great. All right, so now what if we have all of the data we just specified or we just checked for? I'll just go ahead and create the product. Now you notice that I'm not paying attention to the product image now. So I just want to be able to create a product and push it to the database first. Then we'll now come back and see how we can, work with images, because that's a little bit complex topic. So that's why I want to do these basics first, the one we are familiar with. Then I'll now introduce the image management. So here to create the product, I'll just say const. Okay, let me say create product. Okay, so what we skipped now is we skipped to manage image. Manage the image upload. Come on. Okay, that's what we skipped. So we're going to come back to that. So but now I want to create the product. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're just going to say const. I'll say product. Do I need to assign it a variable? Okay, yeah, I need to. So const product, I'll set that to be equal to, now we're going to use that product model that we created first. So now let me come here and import that model. So I'll come here and say product, and then you see I'll auto import it, and then I'll just come down and continue. So I'm now going to say await and product.create. So inside here now, you will now specify the properties of the product you want to create. So if you go to the model, do I still have that open here? Great. If you go to the model, you see that we have a user, and that is pointing us to the specific user that is creating that particular product. So here I'll just come here, and that's what we're going to start with. So I'll say user, and then I'm going to point to, remember this route, this create product route has access to the user that is currently logged in because of this protect middleware. So here I'm just going to come here and point it to the user, sorry, not the user, the request dot user, and then I'm just going to get the ID that user. Great. Then next I'm going to just save the name. So name, the SKU, and did I destructure the SKU? Okay, yes I did. So the SKU, then the category, then I'm going to add the price, then oh, I didn't add the quantity. So let me add the quantity first. Quantity, then I'll add the price, then the description. Okay, so the last thing I need to add actually is the image, but because we've not processed the image yet, I'm just going to leave that. All right, so now after I have done this guy here, I'll just go ahead and send this product back to the user as a JSON data. So here I can just say response.status, and then new product created, that's 201 when you create something new, then .json, and then I'll just send back the product. All right, so that's how easy it is to create products in the database. Now let's go ahead and test this out and see if we actually did good. So I'll save this file. Come on, help me save. Aha, so I'll save it, and then I'll just bring up Insomnia. There are a lot of properties for this particular one. So here we're going to start by adding the product name, and you know what, I'm just going to make it very easy. I'll just say P1. Then the SKU, even if I don't add the SKU, to still be saved, but let me just add it. So I'll just say SKU P1 as well, P1. Okay, then what else? Then the category, so let's just say electronics. Then quantity, let's just say we have 5 of this in our inventory. Then what else? Price, and that is going to be set to maybe $5. Then what else do we have? Description, I think that's the last. Description, and then I'll just say P1 as well. So all things being equal, I think those are the things that we need to save. Yeah, okay, good. So now let's go ahead and fire this. So I'll click on send, and let's see if it works. Quantity is not defined. Oh, there was a typographical error. 1TT. Oh, it needs to be Q here. I'm sure you saw it when it happened, but there was no way you could tell me. So let me save that, and then let's test it out again. So where is Insomnia? And then I'm just gonna fire. Aha, so you see, we now have what's it called? We now have the product created and returned back to us. If you go to our MongoDB database, rest assured you're going to find these products here. But what I even want to show you is this user ID. See, it ends with 659. So you know what I got to do? I'm actually going to go to MongoDB database and show you the ID that ends with 659. So let's come here to our browser, and then let's head over to MongoDB, and then I'll just click on users. I'm currently logged in as with the correct Gmail account that I have. So I'll scroll to the bottom, and if you notice here, you see that we have this guy ending with 659. So what this will do is that it will help us to be able to attach a product to a specific user, and that's how we can track that product. Okay, so I hope you appreciate what we're trying to do here. All right, great. So now we've been able to create the product. In the next one, we are now going to work on managing the image upload or the file upload for this particular product. All right, see you in the next one then.